Good morning. We are studying the chapter called crop production and management. We have already discussed introduction, types of crops, and preparation of soil in agriculture practices in our previous two lectures. Today we are going to discuss the second step, which is selection of seeds and sowing of seeds of agriculture practices. Sowing is the most important part of crop production. So sowing is the process where you are putting seed into the soil so that it can grow into a plant. Before sowing, we need to select healthy and clean seeds so that when the seeds are healthy and clean, the quality of the crop or the productivity of the crop will be more. So we need to select clean and healthy seeds so that we can get good production of the crop. Good quality seeds give high yield of crop, and seeds are sown either manually or by seed drills. So seeds can be sown either through hands or through use of seed drills. Now, broadcasting is the method of scattering the seeds over soil surface by hand. So what we are doing through broadcasting, we are sowing the seeds manually. Tools which are used for sowing seeds are: first is traditional tool, which is shaped like funnel, and seeds are filled into the funnel and through pipe they pass down, and these pipes are having sharp ends. Now these ends pierce into the soil, and when you put seed in the funnel, the seed pass through the pipes and it goes down to the soil. So here you can see that these farmers are using traditional method of sowing using a funnel, seed funnel. So this is the seed funnel. This is the sharp end which goes into the soil, and the funnel which carries seeds. If we take a deeper look here, you can see this is funnel part in which you will put the seeds, and these are the pipes, and these are the sharp ends which will go into the soil. Here you will put the seeds and they will go inside the soil. Tools which are used now, next is seed drill. So seed drill are also used for sowing with the help of tractors. So the funnel is required when we are sowing the seeds manually and through the use of plow. And seed drill is used for sowing seeds with the help of tractors. Now this tool sows the seeds uniformly at proper distances and depth. It ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing, and which prevents the damage caused by birds. If you directly scatter or broadcast the seeds over the soil surface, what will happen? There are chances that it can be eaten by birds or pests. So when you use seed drill to sow the seeds, what is happening? The seed is going inside the soil, and then afterwards it is covered by the soil. So this is preventing the damage which is caused by birds and the pest. And this use of seed drill also saves time and labor. This is the picture of a seed drill, and this is how the seed drill is used with a tractor in a field. Next step is adding manure and fertilizers. So we had studied agriculture practices. First step was preparation of soil. We have done it. Second was selection and sowing of seed. We have done it. Third was adding manure and fertilizers. So adding manure and fertilizer is done so that the nutrients in the soil can be replenished. Plants require nutrients for growth. They get these nutrients from the soil. But when we continuously grow crop in a soil, the soil becomes poorer in certain nutrients. Now, replenishment of nutrient in the soil is very important, because on this only the productivity of the crop or the quality of the crop is dependent. So we need to replenish the nutrients in the soil, and how it can be done? It can be done through natural methods, which is fallow and crop rotation, or by artificial or man-made methods, which is adding manure and fertilizers. So first we will discuss natural methods which can be used to replenish nutrients in the soil. First is field fallow. What is field fallow? It is the method in which we leave the field without cultivation or without cultivating it any crops, so that nutrients in the soil can be replenished on its own naturally. So here what is happening, once we have grown the crop in a season, and in the next season we are not going to grow any crop on that field. So in this way, what is going to happen, soil is going to replenish its nutrients in its own way naturally. While crop production is another natural method in which what we do, we grow 2 or more crops alternatively on the same land and in the same growing season. So in the same growing season, what we do, we grow, one time we grow wheat and other time we grow some kind of pulse or some kind of leguminous plants. And we all know that in leguminous plants, a bacteria which is called rhizobium resides, and it fixes the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. Hence it is increasing the nitrogen content of the soil and making it rich in nutrients. So here, through crop rotation process, the nutrients are replenished in the soil in the natural way. Now next is adding manure and fertilizers. Plant require nutrient for growth, we know this, and they get these soils from the soil. So we need to replenish the soil. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the fields so that the soil can be replenished with nutrients, and the adding of manure to the field is called manuring. Now when a chemical substance is added to the soil in the form of nutrients so that healthy growth of plants can be promoted, they are called fertilizers. So from this we can say that manure is a natural product, whereas fertilizer is a chemical product. Organic substances obtained from the decomposition of plant waste or animal excreta is called manure. So manure is a organic substance. Now the decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. We know that the cow dung manure is a organic substance because it is obtained from either from plants or from animals, and these waste is decomposed by some microorganisms, whereas fertilizers are chemicals which are manufactured in factories. These are highly rich in nutrients like NPK or nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Here are few differences between fertilizers and manures. Fertilizer is an inorganic salt or it is synthetic, whereas manure is a natural substance or organic, and it is obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung, human waste and plant residues. The fertilizers are prepared in factories, whereas manures can be prepared in the field. Fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil, whereas manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, whereas manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients. Fertilizer can be nutrient specific, whereas manure is not nutrient specific. Now, what are the advantages of manure? Manure enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. That means soil can absorb more water. It makes the soil porous, due to which the exchange of gases becomes easy. That means it makes the soil airy. It increases the number of useful microbes in the soil, and it improves the texture of the soil. What are the disadvantages of the manures? They are very bulky and voluminous, due to which it is inconvenient to store and transport. So if you want to store 1 kg of manure, for example, the amount will be more. Therefore it is bulky and it is not easy to store and transport, and they are not nutrient specific. What are the advantages of fertilizers? They are easy to transport, store and apply because they are compact. They are not volume and bulky as manures are. For supplying a specific nutrient, we can select a specific fertilizer because it is nutrient specific. They are water soluble and can easily dissolve in the soil. Hence, they are easily absorbed by the plants, whereas manures are not water soluble. They have a rapid effect on the crops. Since they are easily absorbed, they are chemicals and they are smaller in size, therefore they can be absorbed easily and they have a rapid effect on the crops. They increase the crop yield and provide enough food to feed the large population. So by the use of fertilizer, what we can do, we can increase the crop yield, we can increase the productivity, and therefore the more food will be grown and more larger population can be fed. And these fertilizers are predictable and they are reliable. What are the disadvantages of fertilizers? That they are expensive and the ingredient in the fertilizers can be toxic to the skin and to the respiratory system. That means the person who's distributing that fertilizer in the field, it can be harmful to him. Excessive use of fertilizers damages the plants and reduces soil fertility. So excessive use of fertilizers can also damage the plant. Fertilizer cause soil and water pollution, and long-term use of fertilizer reduces the microbial activity and disturbs the pH of the soil. In our next lecture, we will be discussing irrigation. Thank you.